Hello, welcome to the hotel tour of the Aska Lara Resort and Spa in Antalya. So this resort actually has about 545 rooms across about 7 floors and an annex building, which is usually for the family suites that they also have. So as we enter through the reception and the lobby, you can see that there is a lot of space. The main focal point of the hotel within the actual building itself is this reception lobby area. You can see here they have a welcome table which is full of refreshments for the guests that are arriving on the day, where you can take whatever you like, as you just saw my sister taking a bottle of water, because why not? It's there for you to take. On the left you have the reception where the staff are there 24/7 for all your needs and asks, and if you need any information or any help with anything, they are there to help. As you can see, the ceilings are very high here. That's purely because of the 7 floors they have above, which are with the hotel rooms themselves. There's 4 lifts within this building, 2 on each side of the reception/lobby area. The one annoying thing, I guess, about the lifts is that when it gets busy in the dinner time, that you might have to wait a few minutes before you can get a lift. Here, as you can see, there's a lot of seating area for you to sit at any time during the day, but it usually is a lot busier in the evenings when people are having their after dinner drinks or just relaxing, and they also have wait staff coming through the reception area just to take your orders. As we walk to the right hand side of the reception, we have the Panorama bar. The Panorama bar is open from about 8:30 in the morning to about 11:45 in the evening, so it pretty much is open for the majority of the day. Here you can order your drinks and your food, your teas and coffees, and just relaxing if you like. It's usually very quiet during the day, and that's because most people are either by the pool or at the beach. So if you are looking for some peace and quiet time, this is probably a good area for you to come to. As you can see, the bar is here. This is also the area that does the night entertainment for children and adults in the evenings at dinner time. So it does get very busy in here in the evenings. It's sometimes probably a bit hard to get a seat if you're not there earlier, so it depends if that's your vibe or not. But the bar staff are very helpful. They make good drinks here, can't complain, and again, plenty of seating, different types of sofas and chairs for you to have a seat. As we walk out here, this is the outside balcony area, which pretty much goes all around the back of the hotel on this floor, where you can come, sit, relax again, have your drinks, have a nice little view of the other hotels in the vicinity, as well as also getting a view of the pool that they have outside, which is main focal point of the outside of the hotel here. Here again, there's a few bits of shrubs and plants just to give it a bit of life, but it can get a bit hot out here purely because there's not a lot of shade, and if you don't mind it getting hot, it's probably the perfect area for you. But again, here, as you can see, is the pool area. So it's not a straight square shaped pool. It does have a bit of a shape, and it goes outside most of the area. There's some shallow areas, there's some a bit deeper areas, but again, probably the deepest it gets is about 5 feet. But yeah, this is the back of the hotel. This is the view of the main hotel that if you were to Google, this is probably what you would see. These are all the rooms that I've requested. If you want a pool view, this is the view, or this is the balconies that you'll get and you'll see. Again, these go up to about 7 floors high, so all the way up to the roof, as you can see from the top. Again, I think the main part of this resort is the seating area. There's just a lot of seats for everyone to sit on, but it makes sense because it's such a big hotel. When it's at full capacity, I'm imagining every seat would be filled. So as you're walking through here, there is some shaded areas where you can sit under a canopy, so if you don't want to stay out in the sun too long. Here they have a shisha bar area, which they can mix the shisha flavors for you themselves, or they already have ready-made ones too. Costs about 25 euros to 35 euros, so not too bad. I would say there's probably some better shisha places outside of the hotel, but if you don't want to leave the hotel and you just want to try for one night, it's probably not so bad to try here, just because it's within the vicinity and it's easier to get access to, I guess. So as you see here, there again is a lot of seating area, just any seats you can sit down. Again, the staff are very attentive. They come straight away to, ask for your order, ask if you need anything. And yeah, it's kind of nice to sit out here, especially during the day, because it's not noisy. It's more of a smoking area, but again, there's not lots of people that come out to smoke, but when they do, yeah, it can smell of cigarettes. But if you don't mind that, then yeah. But if you are a smoker, it's probably the perfect area for you. And as we walk through it here, this is no longer part of the Panorama bar, but is part of the other restaurants that they have at this resort. But again, you can sit out here and again have a nice view of the pool, as well as the water features that they have, just for the aesthetic reasons, I guess. I think it's always quite nice when a hotel has lots of lounge, areas and things, places for you to sit, just so that there's, space between everyone sitting and it doesn't feel too crowded or busy where you're at. So that always makes, the place feel a bit better. Oh, as you can see, there's a little kid playing hide and seek with its sibling, but that's kind of cute. Here we have the outside seating areas for some of the restaurants that are within the building, which we will see at some point in this video. And again, just the vast amount of seating area is insane, and you have a nice view of the pool and the outside shrubbery, so it is a pretty decent area to sit down if you want to sit down. So as we keep walking over, as you can see again, this outside balcony area, you can walk pretty much around the back half of the hotel, so it does go all around, which is nice. You don't have to keep going in and out of different doors to get somewhere. Out here again, you can see lots of people sat down. This area is part of the brasserie, I don't know how you really pronounce it. Someone help me with that one. Area, and there's a brasserie restaurant inside. It's not really a restaurant, it's the best place to go if you want a coffee or a few pastries and snacks. They're open all day and all night, even after 12 at midnight. If you want a cheeky little coffee, you can come down here. But we'll see that in a moment. And again, if you sit outside, you get this view, which is very nice. It's something different, I guess, for from sitting out inside if you wanted to sit inside. But yeah, again, this is a view of the back of the hotel, of all the rooms, and it's nice. So as we keep walking around, again, a big part of this hotel, as I said before, is the seating area. There's just so much seating around the whole hotel, which is nice. I think during the summer times is probably when it's at 100% capacity, so all of these areas will be very full. As I said, this is the brasserie where you can come and get your coffees and your drinks, non-alcoholic beverages, as well as your little pastries and desserts during the day and after midnight. If you have a sweet tooth, it's probably a good area to come, but if you're diabetic, avoid for your own good, but it doesn't hurt to have one. But don't take my advice on that, I'm not a health expert. So as you come out of here, you're back in on the first floor again, close to the reception area. And here on this floor, in this area, there's two restaurants. This is the first, the Mandarin restaurant. So this is an Asian themed restaurant. They serve some sushi and rice and noodles and things like that. But to dine at this restaurant for dinner, you would have to pay an additional $20 or so per person. So it's slightly misleading on the all-inclusive front, because you'd think that this would be included, but there is an additional charge. So that is one, I guess, downer that I'd say on nice all-inclusive business. But yeah, if you want to dine, it's not that expensive, I guess. The second restaurant they have is La Perla, which is an Italian restaurant, as you can see from the menu. Again, you would have to pay an additional $20 or so per person to dine here for dinner in the evening, so you'd have to make a reservation at reception as well. Again, it's nice eating and it looks nice, but it is misleading on the all-inclusive front, because you would think if, it's part of the hotel and the resort that you would be able to dine there, but no. But again, $20, it's up to you if you really want to dine here or not, and if you want to have Italian cuisine in a Turkish facility. So yeah, up to you. But nice eating areas, nice restaurant aesthetics. As you can see, they have a collection of different wines as well. And here we are now back at the reception and the lobby area. On the left you can see the desk where the hotel themselves offer car rental and transfer services, obviously at an additional charge, but it is easier to plan if you are going, if you want to go to Land of Legends or an excursion or anything, or even just your airport transfer if you haven't already got that booked. Here again, there's more seating area. This is usually the area that they ask you to sit down when you first enter the hotel, and you have to fill out the forms and wait for your passport, your room to get ready and things like that, which is fairly decent. So the chairs are a bit low down, but if you're used to that, then it's fine. On the sides, this is again probably to the left or the right hand side of the hotel reception area. When you enter, they have these different areas. Well, this bit is showing Aska awards that the hotel or the resort have won over the years, which gives some credibility, I guess. They also have a little library section with a few books in there. This area is also here for TUI, the Thompson Airlines or Thompson tour operators area where they can help book excursions and have different signs of what you can do whilst you're there. There's one waving at you. They also have there's a lot of tour operators that are also based in the hotel, so you have Jet2 Holidays as well, and again they all help with if you want to do additional excursions and things like that whilst you're there. They also have a random fair shop there if you want to look at any coats and things to buy or any jewellery, but this jewellery place was closed for most of the time that we were there, but maybe it's something that opens during the summer, I don't know. So now we are going to take the lift down to the basement floor, and this is the floor that leads you access to the pool area and the beach area, so it is important. So yeah, going down to the ground floor, and now we're arrived at the ground floor. Here is the spa area, but we'll come back to that. On this floor, there's mainly a communal area. So there's a hairdresser. I did see this hairdresser. They were very busy throughout every day of our stay. It doesn't look like they're busy there, but they literally had so many people go there to get haircuts. And I think they were quite cheap, about 15, 20 euros compared to, a haircut in London would probably cost you about 60, 70 pounds, depending on where you go. So again, yeah, this is a communal area. They have a photo service at an additional charge. I did see a lot of families make use of this service, where they asked photographers to take photos of their family outside in the nice greenery areas, which looked like the photos turned out pretty good. So yeah, they also have random shops here as well if you want to buy, fake bags that Turkey are known for, or a random little souvenir. But obviously know that this is obviously going to be much more expensive than what you can buy outside of the hotel, because they're just going to up the price because they know you have the money because you're at that resort. So be careful. But if you don't want to leave the resort and you just want to buy a little something, yeah, it's there for you to buy. Here we have the game centre. Again, it was a bit annoying on the all-inclusive because you mostly think most resorts, you can use the facilities. usually the things that would, need an additional charge are spas and things like that. But here you have game centre, like it's basically like a mini arcade, but obviously you have to spend additional euros, like as if you were actually at an arcade, to play in the games and things like that. Again, with the snooker, or well, I guess the pool tables, not snooker tables. They also have a bowling alley, but the bowling, I think it was about €6 per person or something like that to play. I think this to play pool was about €2-3. Again, there is someone at the front of the area, like a little reception man who's there to help you, and if you want to like use anything, you can pay. I'm assuming you can pay him, but again, it's a bit of I feel like it's a little bit of a tourist trap to spend money, even though you've spent more money already at the reserving your room and things like that. Anyhow, this is the spa area and also where the gym's located. So as you go through, you have the gym first on the left. And yeah, it's not so bad. Like the equipment was pretty decent. They were like, I think it's just quite a small area. There's a lot of equipment in, again, a small area. So it's probably not, like the best looking gym area. But the equipment's there for you to use. And yeah, I did notice during the days it was like, apart from the day that I luckily went to film, it wasn't busy. But most days it was busy. They have a spa area as well, and just to let you know, when I was there filming, there was no one actually using the spa facility, so that's a good thing. But in the spa facility areas, they offer like massages and scrubs and things like that. They have massage rooms as well. They also have a sauna and a steam room, which is free of charge. It's included as part of your stay for you to use, as you can see. So here, I think on the left, I'm going to open the steam room door, and yes, the steam room. It was quite minty when I went in there, like really, the mint really does hit you when you enter. This is the hammam room, but we'll come back to that. That is obviously an additional charge, but the steam room and sauna are free of charge. They're included as part of your package during your stay. They have 2 saunas. They're like decently sized, so yeah, there is space. You also have a shower nearby if you want to cool down whilst you're going in and out of the scene. Lost my words. Whilst you're going in and out of the sauna and steam room. So as I said before, they have the hammam or Turkish bath area, and this is obviously an additional charge if you do want to use it. Turkey is known for the Turkish baths and hammams, where they basically bathe you and bathe you and make sure you're all, relaxed. And it is a bit warm in here and wet and slippery, so you have to be careful. But again, this is an additional charge. It probably would be cheaper if you would want to do a hammam outside of the hotel. But again, if you don't want to leave the hotel or the resort, you can always do it here, and you can book with the staff at the front of the spa reception. So as we exit out and walk further down, they have massage rooms and things like that, but obviously I'm not going to show you that just in case there are people in there. But if we go further in, they also have an indoor pool. Obviously the indoor pool was a bit busy with people, so I had a quick little spin in here. It's open between, I believe, 9 to 7:30, the spa facilities and the indoor pool and the gym, which is a bit annoying. I thought the gym could have been something that was open 24/7, like most hotels and resorts, because for it to close at 7 p.m. is a bit early, especially if you're like going out on excursions and things like that. You won't often come back to the resort till probably 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening, so the fact that the gym closed that early was a bit of a shock, but it's something, I guess. Here they have, I guess, like bathroom facilities and things like that, and like changing rooms and locker rooms for women. Again, don't worry, no one was in these areas when I was filming. So yeah, so they do have all these like lovely, nice, clean facilities for you to use whilst you're using the spa area. So as you exit the spa area, on the left hand side you have a vitamin bar where they'll make you fresh juices and things like that to make sure you stay hydrated whilst you're using the facilities. This is the front, also the reception of the spa, where they can help you, figure out what are the correct or right services you want to use. As you exit the spa area, you're back in the communal area of the basement floor, which we saw earlier. And again, the hairdresser and the photo services and the little shops around. And again, in this area there's a lot of seating area for you to sit down and watch TV. They often have sports running as well on the side. Here they also have their own little coffee shop which they serve Starbucks at. Fortunately, it's not like one of those Starbucks where you can ask whatever you want, so they do have a limited menu, but it is Starbucks, so if you want Starbucks you can get it there, and someone will make the drink for you. So here we have I believe it was like a caramel frappuccino or something like that. It looks like a caramel frappuccino, and it was very good. It was very sweet, it does the trick. But yeah, if this is one of the things that you're looking for, this hotel/resort has it. They do also have their own nightclub, but it's not a nightclub of the modern ages or modern day nightclubs that you would expect to see. It's more like a dingy little room that they have, probably set in the 90s, and where they have a bar and they make your drinks. I think it's more of a reason just to serve alcohol for longer. I believe the nightclub's open till 1 or 2 in the morning, so after the Panorama bar closes they serve alcohol at the bar. Anyhow, moving on. This is the Anchor restaurant. This is the main restaurant that's included as part of the all-inclusive. It's a buffet restaurant, so they have all sorts of different foods that they're serving from morning till evening. So you can have your breakfast, lunch and dinner here. So this is currently the lunch service. And again, it is a very big area, a lot of food, but you would assume it would be big because of the amount of people that they have at this resort is a lot. And as you can see, there's just lots of different types of food. There's pastas and fish and veal and chicken and lamb, and often you find on their meat dishes they're all slow cooked, which means it's quite nice and tender. They also have lots of kebabs and things like that. They also have a salad station. They have a dessert station, as you can see. Often the desserts are kind of similar to dinner time. They have Western desserts as well as their Turkish desserts with baklava and things like that. So it was quite nice. A varied mix of food. So if you didn't want to spend the extra $20 for restaurant dining, you can come here because this is included as part of your stay. They have lots of tables again, and each there's a wait staff in charge of each area to help with drinks and things like that, or clean up. All your drinks are obviously all included, so they're the only things that you really order from the wait staff. All your food and things you get yourself and self-serve. But it's quite a big area, but again it can get very full when the hotel is busy. So as you see, we're walking down the restaurant into the next area, which is closer to the balcony and outside, but again on this side they have their own food station areas as well. So again, they just do have a lot of seating area, but this is expected just based on how big the hotel is, and when they do get busy, it does get very busy and it almost feels like there isn't enough seats. But as we walk through the restaurant, we are slowly getting to the outside area, and then this outside area is another food station where they're serving more food. In the mornings, they do serve fresh omelettes here, where you can, choose what you want, which is always nice if you're an omelette fan. But again, they serve a lot of meats and things like that, even during the lunch service and the dinner service around this area, as well as eggs and things like that for breakfast. As we walk further down, we're in the outside area again. Plethora of seats and places for you to sit and have your food, which is quite nice if you want to sit outside on a nice sunny day and enjoy your food, I guess. If we keep walking down, eventually we'll come to the ice cream area, where they serve different sorts of ice cream that they make fresh themselves there, as well as different sorts of ice lollies. They do have a lot of Twister there, so if you're a Twister fan, that's the best place for you because they have so many different flavours. But again, nice little view for you to have as you're sat there enjoying your food. now we are walking in the outside area towards the pool. So you can start about in a few seconds or so. Start seeing the pool area, the deck chairs, and things like that. And yeah, from this area you can walk towards the pool from the restaurant. Again, you can see the hotel or the resort itself is quite connected from all points, so you can walk from the outside or the inside of the building to get to A to B. It's actually quite a nice area. They do try to, you can see they maintain their gardens and their flowers and their hedges quite well. They do have a team of gardeners that you do see quite often during the evenings to, just make sure everything's looking neat and tidy. So we're getting closer to the pool, and in front of you where you can see a few seats is another restaurant. I believe it was a grill type restaurant, but it was closed during our stay, so I didn't actually get to go in to see the restaurant. But again, I believe it was one of the restaurants where you would have had to pay an additional $20 to dine at if you chose to during your stay, if you wanted something different out of the buffet whilst you were there. As you can see on the right is the pool area. Again, as we saw earlier, it does go throughout most of the outside area. It's not your generic rectangular sort of pool. But right near the pool there is a pool bar where you can get your non-alcoholic or alcoholic beverages, whilst you're sat at the pool. They do also have wait staff, to take your orders whilst you're sat in your deck chairs as well as give you towels also. As you can see, my twin is here, relaxing, and why not? Just behind the pool area, there is a shuttle bus or shuttle station area, as they say. And this shuttle station will take you to the beach area, which is only about 2 or 3 minutes away from the hotel. But it is quite nice that they have this shuttle to take you rather than having to walk the 10-15 minutes, especially if it's really sunny out there. So yeah, we're on the shuttle bus here, and we're going to head to their private beach area to see what they have to offer. So yeah, as you can see, this is the outside of the hotel. It's probably not the best, picturesque look. It's very different to, what is inside the actual hotel that we were seeing. The green shrubberies and flowers and plants and things. But yeah, what can you do? So we're going past the hotel here, the shuttle bus area. As you can see, the hotel Aska Lara on the left, and yeah, we're driving to the beach. So here we've arrived at the private beach club. At the front you can collect your beach towels, so it's quite nice because it means that you don't have to lug them around from the hotel or bring your own from home. They do supply you with beach towels which you can then dispose of at the end of your beach day when you return. So here they have a tattoo and piercing bar, which you can get tattoo or piercing if you wish. It is a lot cheaper than in the UK, so yeah, if that's what you're looking for, probably best to have a look. I think when you're travelling around Turkey, you do tend to see a lot of tattoo and piercing parlours everywhere. So yeah, it's definitely something to check out if that's something you're interested in. Here on the right is a restaurant which is open from 10 to about 4 p.m, where you can get your lunch throughout the day or snacks and things like that. So it means you don't need to go all the way back to the hotel to have your lunch, you can get some food here. Here on the left is another pool with some water slides for both adults and kids to use. You'll find in this whole area there's just a lot of pools, a lot of slides, a lot of things for both adults and kids. Even right in front of us is another like pool kids area with some slides and water spray feature things, just to keep it, fun for the kids. So if you have kids, if you're a big family, this is probably the best place to spend during the day. If you want, your kids to be doing something and you to just relax, because there are a lot of like sun lounges and things around the pool, so you can relax whilst keeping an eye on the kids. So here we can see the other hotels that surround the Aska Lara that we saw previously whilst we were at the hotel. We're just walking towards the beach. Here again they offer things like pedicures and massages and odd bits and bobs you can buy, like toys and things to use on the beach. As you can see, everything is quite well kept here, like the grass and the hedges and everything's quite well maintained. Here on the right where you can see a little bit of a cabana, they offer massages as part of the hotel spa, so you can have massages here rather than at the hotel if you wish, obviously at an extra charge. So here on the right they have an ice cream station, so you can get fresh ice cream in a cone or ice lollies, whether it be your traditional fruity lollies or your twisters. On the right here you can see some football courts and basketball courts. So if you wish to play football or basketball, you can do. They have equipment, so you just go over to the courts and there usually is an attendee there to help you out. On the left there's again just more for pool area for more toddlers and little babies to have some fun with their parents. Here in front of us is the beach bar where you can get your alcoholic, non-alcoholic drinks throughout the day whilst you're at the beach. Obviously this is part of your all-inclusive package. On the left they have changing rooms. So here we finally arrived to the beach area. So this is a beach area that's just reserved for the guests of Aska Lara Hotel. So there's no additional charges for any of these sun lounges for you to use throughout the day. One annoying thing I'd probably say is there's no wait staff to come and actually take your orders whilst you're laying on the beach. so you'd have to keep going back and forth to the beach bar or the restaurant if you want any snacks or drinks and things like that. But if you don't mind getting your steps in, it's fine. So yeah, it's up to you. So on this beach day, it was quite warm, but again, it was very humid, and when it gets humid there, it does tend to, look a bit foggy. So hence why it looks a bit cloudy and a bit foggy out there, but it is quite hot, or it was quite hot. Here we have a pier, which you can actually walk all the way down. And there's more sun lounges there, so if you wish to lounge there instead of the beach, you can. So here we have a private little cabana which you can use if you pay an additional charge for each day. When you do hire these private cabanas either on the pier or the beach, you do get a waitstaff attached to each, so you do have someone to take your order for food, drink, get you some fresh towels and things like that, so you don't need to walk back and forth. But again, it is an additional charge. But if you do truly want to relax and you want to enjoy your holiday, why not hire a cabana? But if you don't mind getting your steps in, it's not a bad shout to just sit in the parasol that's already provided. So again, here are just more of the beach side cabanas where you can lay under a shade rather than a parasol and have, I guess, a bit more of a luxury feel. Again, all these cabanas have a waitstaff attached to them, so they can take your order for drinks and food without you having to go to the bar yourself. So now we're back at the hotel, and as you can see, the sun is out, the pool is looking blue. We are back. Again, this is just the view of the hotel. So when you type Aska Lara, this is usually the photo that you see. But again, this is the back of the hotel. So now it's time for the room review. So, unfortunately, when we did arrive, because I was so tired, I didn't actually take a video of the room of how it was. So this is obviously with our stuff, and the bed's been used. Fortunately, so we had like one sofa bed and then a king size bed. It is quite a big room, so it was quite nice to have a big room between the three of us. There's a nice balcony. We were on like the side of the hotel, so not at the back of the hotel or the front. And it's this sort of view. The beds were very comfortable, even the sofa bed. The linens were nice and soft. They do provide you with towels and hand towels, which you can, have changed every day if you wish. They also have little soaps and hand washes and things like that. You have a decent sized shower, including a rainfall shower, so it made it easier to wash your hair. And now we're on our way to see my parents' room. They were actually on the other side of the hotel, so as you can see there's like lifts on the other side compared to the lifts that we saw earlier in the video. So my parents are actually on the 7th floor, so the highest floor there was. We were on the 3rd floor. So here, their room's obviously a bit smaller because it's just the two of them, but they had a king-size bed again. They also had a sofa, but they used the sofa to, put their luggage on. There's a balcony, but on their balcony, they're at the back of the hotel, so it's quite a big balcony. Here they have the view of the back of the hotel with, the view of the pool, the walk areas, and the other hotel rooms. This is an aerial view, if you like, of what we were seeing before. And here we've obviously made it so for when the cleaners have cleaned the room and left cute little swans on the bed. So now we've come to the end of our hotel tour. I hope you've enjoyed and thank you for watching. I know it's been a long video, but it's just a very big place. But hope to see you in the next episode, because up next is this lovely waterfall and a few other things as we explore Antalya. So see you then. Bye!